I got an outrageous amount of photo ops this year. I'm actually working this year. I wasn't at previous cons. Friends and family helped get me most of the stuff that I had, but I was able to do it myself this year for the most part. So, Rob and Richard, was it Rob and Richard? Was that the first photo op? Yeah. Rob and Rich were the first photo op for me. And me and Elle have this thing where I'm the Rob to her Rich, as in she's always harassing and torturing me, and I'm always like, God damn it, leave me alone. And that's kind of how you see Rob and Rich most of the time. It's Rob kind of like, really? Like, me? Why? And Rich is the one, you know, harassing everyone. So that was our photo op. If I take them out, it won't be as glary. Yeah. So, I have a migraine, and Rich is actually poking Rob in the face. So they're just harassing us at times. Nothing special with this one. It's just hugs from Gil. I mean, hugs from Gil are special, but there's no like story behind it. I just asked for a hug and I got it. So there are those. So I'm trying to keep this in order. My OCD kicks in, and I need these in order, or it drives me crazy. Damn it, Misha. So we have hugs with David. He's so sweet. He is so sweet. I can't get over it. I really hope I see him at other cons because he's amazing. And then Jake, and for whatever reason, Chris gave me 2 copies of this. Not complaining, but I'm just confused. So there's Jake. Me and Rob. I wanted to do a cute picture with Rob. I've gotten hugging pictures with him before, so I went for the hold hands, look into each other's eyes. I was so nervous to do these kinds of photos. I did these a couple times during the con. But yeah, they're not as scary as I thought. I mean, they are, but I don't know. You just have to do it and see for yourself if you want to. Mark. Last photo with Mark. He was in such a good mood this con. And I don't know if it was because it was his last, so he's like, yeah, I'll do it. But he was so into using props. If you know anything about Mark Shepard, he's always been not against props, but he just never really liked to use them. But this con, I saw people giving him props left and right, and he was down. I regret, and I knew I was going to regret it, and I do. I regret not doing the Mark and Ruth photo op. He was wearing Santa glasses the whole time, and my photo with Ruth, which you'll see, was a Christmas-themed one, so that would have been perfect. But I'll maybe get another chance someday. So we have the one who got me sick, Misha. I'm convinced that's when it happened. So we have that, and then I got 2 with Misha. So there's the second one. I like how this one turned out, actually. Yeah, and I had him sign this photo. It's going to take me years to get all of my photo ops signed, but I'm determined to make it happen one day. Alex. Okay, so my next one is Alex. He's so cute. He was introducing himself to everyone. You walked up to him and he would go, "Hi, my name is Alex." He was introducing himself to every single person. So cute. And someone had told me, they're like, don't ask him to choose the pose. Because apparently someone had asked him and he was like, I'm not creative at all. I can't help you. But give him time. It's his first con. Everyone was fairly tame with him, I think. Because it was his first convention. But now that he's experienced it, I don't think people are going to hold back. So I'm looking forward to seeing some interesting photo ops with Alex, but there's mine. My little cinnamon roll Misha lookalike. It's the first time I've gotten solos with Richard, so I just went for a hug. I've always gotten like group photos with Rich, whether it was R2, or you know, him and Matt for Karaoke Kings, or R2M. I've always gotten those. I had never gotten individual, so I'm glad I got them this year. So, photo op with Matt. And then, Lord, this photo. So there's a story with this photo. Not the photo itself, but the events leading up to the photo. So Saturday, there was a scheduling conflict with my roommates. They had Rowena's Witching Hour, Mark's meet and greet, autographs with Misha and Alex, and then me and Elle had the Young Winchester. And they were all going on at the same time. So Stephanie was trying to figure out how to do it. So, and I'm waiting there. I'm like, hey, like, we have to go to our photo op. What's happening? You know, they were, the photo op room, you know, not many people got the Young Winchester. So the line was very short and they were pretty much done. So Stephanie's like, okay, you guys go get your photo ops with, or your autographs with Alex. You guys will get Misha on Sunday. Go to Young Winchester's op, and then they were going to hold Rowena's Witching Hour and Mark's meet and greet for them. So they get her photo op with Alex, or their autograph with Alex, and then we run to the photo op room because Stephanie said that they were holding the line. So I'm running to get there on time. And I say, these guys better love me. I'm running for them. As I say that, I trip. Thank God I was not in that photo op room. Thank God they did not see me, because I would not be here. Because I would have died of embarrassment. I tripped and I fell flat on my face. Granted, still in front of a room full of people. But it was outside the photo op room. So Gil and Matt did not see me make an ass out of myself. But then my wristband broke and I had to tape it and that whole thing. So it only took a day for me to get hurt at the convention. So not bad. Not terrible. But yeah, so we did the Young Winchesters, and we did me hugging Gil, Elle hugging Matt, and me and Matt holding hands back to back. So there's that way. And this, look at that. Look at this man. I love him. And now we are on Sunday, the ever fun Sunday, which is pretty much where a majority of my photos are from. So we did Mornings with Mary, and then right after Mornings with Mary, they put us to the front for Jeffrey Dean Morgan because we had our gold panel with Jared and Jensen starting. So I got two with Jeffrey, and I walk up to Jeffrey, and he just goes, hey, and he gets really excited, gives me a hug, and he's all like, how are you? And I look at him, I was like, I'm good. Like, do you remember me? Are you mistaking me for someone else? And he's like, no. He's like, I met you before. He's like, we met at, he's like, he's like, I think it was like Pasadena. I'm like, yeah. And he's like, and we met at like movie premieres before that. And I'm like, why? Why do you remember this? Why? Like, I don't remember what happened to me 2 weeks ago, let alone you knowing this after a couple years. And then we took our photos, and then as I left, I was leaving, and then he grabs me, pulls me back, and he's like, no goodbye hug. So I hug him, and then he gives me a kiss on the cheek, which I'm like, why? He gives me a kiss on the cheek, and then he's like, do you have autographs with me? Did you buy autographs? I'm like, yeah, I did. Yeah, I'll see you at autographs. And then he let me go. But yeah, that happened. So I got two with Jeffrey. So there's a hug. And then I got a hand holding one. I love his face in this. I love him so much. He's great. If you guys ever go to a convention, whether it be Supernatural or Walker Stalker, and you have an opportunity to meet Jeffrey Dean Morgan, whether it be a photo op or an autograph, do it. do it, because he's one of the most genuine people that I've ever met. Ow, there's a tangle in my hair, sorry. When you have a moment with him, he's in that moment. Like, you feel like he's not like, oh, hi, you're another person, bye. He actually, like, takes the time to have a conversation with you. And during autos, I asked him how Hillary was, and he was, like, mad at me, because I'm here, and not with her. He's like, but one more week I get to be home, and then in another week she'll ask me when I'm getting out of her face. Yeah, Jeffrey's great. All right, we're getting into it now. Jensen. Here's Jensen. I got 2 with Jensen this year. I asked for Charlie Hug, and he didn't disappoint. And then we did another one, which my mom says it's her favorite photo that I have with Jensen. Alright, so there's our Charlie Hug. And then we did hand-holding one, and I had to be clear, because I've been told by other people that if you ask for a hug like that, you need to say that we're smiling at each other, because he'll do a smile but not teeth. So I was like, I want to smiling at each other, and he goes, okay, and he just goes, like, he does a serious Dean face, and I'm smiling, because I'm like, I'm not going to tell you what to do. And then he goes, I'm just kidding, and then he has the biggest grin, and I love it, because, like, the wrinkles, like, around his eyes, and I just love this photo so much. And he signed it. It's hard to see, but he did sign it. I think I'm gonna save this one these for last. Yeah, these are, of course, if you know me, these are my Jared ones. I'm gonna save those for last. It's gonna bother me. No, I know the order. We're fine. I have the Winchester family. I've been waiting 13 years to take this photo, and I'm so happy with it. I walk in, and Samantha sees me first, and she had me during the meet and greet, so she remembered my name. And she's like, Desmond! And I'm like, hi! And she's like, all happy. And then Jared looks at me, and Jared just starts like a little kid. I told them I wanted to be in the middle in a group hug. So I turned to look toward Chris, and then I just hear Jared go, I hug her first. He wraps his arms around me. I almost die. At this point, Jared had seen me quite a lot for photo ops, so it's come to the point where he knows, Chris knows, everyone freaking knows. But I love it. It's my photo op with Ruth. I went on Amazon and I bought the antlers and the nose that she wears in that, like, dream sequence with Lucifer, and Crowley's holding the Sam. Like, look, Ma, I got a Sam. So that was our photo op. We did the quad, J2M2, it's Jared, Jensen, Misha, and Mark, me and Elle. And it's hard to see, but we are holding a family plaque, and I will insert a picture of it. I made her for Christmas. I work at Color Me Mine, so we had a plaque that said family, so I painted it supernatural themed for her for SPN Family, and I gave it to her. If you watch my Friday convention vlog, I give it to her, but I will post a picture here so you guys can see what it looks like. So yeah, we held that up, and they all thought it was really cool, which I'm happy they commented on it. And I just noticed that Jared's hand is on my shoulder. I swear, in every single photo, this man made it a point to let me know, hey, I know you like it. I know you're obsessed with me. Here, hey, I'm touching you. Yeah, there's that. Did Misha Lecky. So Misha's hugging me, Elle's hugging Jared, and me and Jared just want to get the hell away from them and to each other. So I'm really happy with how that one turned out. We did cockles, which is Jensen and Misha. I love how Elle Misha and Jensen look in this photo. I do not like how I look. I hate how I look. But they look amazing. It's a good photo. And I got to hug Jensen. So, I can't complain. But again, I just hate how I look. Excuse you, sir. My cat's waking up. So yeah, they look adorable. Jensen looks amazing. I just don't like how I look. But... And then Elle and Jensen are holding hands because they're cute. Me and Sam, beautiful, beautiful gem that she is. Love her. And then it was Ashley's first con. I told her we had to share a photo up, so we got Castiel. And then I got Misha and Mark with Liz. And then I don't have it with me, but I'll insert a photo here. Liz pulled me into her Loud and Sway Not. So that was a fun one. All right, last set of photos. Before I get into these, I got, for those of you who don't know, I have Jared's handwriting over my heart. I have Carry On. And I recently got Jensen and Misha's tattoos done. So I got to show them for the first time. I showed Misha mine. For Misha, I got a heart that he drew for me, as well as Keep Calm. So I went up to him and I'm like, so at PastCon, my friend gave up her autograph for you to write my tattoos. And he's like, I remember this. He's like, I remember doing this. And I was like, well, I finally got them. I was like, after 2 years of you writing them. He just slams the table and he just goes, about fucking time. And so yeah, he was just like, about time, like, can I see them? I want to see them. So I showed him the heart. And then I showed him this one, and he read the whole thing. And he's all like, I love that. He's like, I like the words you chose, like, that's really cool. So he was really nice about it. He liked them. I didn't cry. Surprising. Jensen, on the other hand, I left his autographs in tears. I was sobbing. I left in tears. So basically, I went in front of Elle. Elle was behind me. And I told Jensen, I was like, so at PastCon 2 years ago, my friend gave up her autograph with you so you could write my tattoo. And he turns to Elle and he has a big grin on his face and he just goes, it's gonna hurt it's gonna mess up my voice. He goes, angelic, oh, going around Elle's face. I was like, what are you doing? But he did that. And then, you know, I explained to him, I was like, you wrote it for me. Thank you for doing that. It means a lot to me. And I finally got them done. So he wrote Be Strong. So his is there. So it goes Misha, Jensen, Jared. And he saw it and his face changed. And he was like, those are beautiful. He's like, I love what you have. He's like, I love those phrases. And then he looked at the handwriting, like he looked closely at the writing and he's like, so Misha, me, Jared. I'm like, yeah. So yeah, and then he's like, I like where you have it. He's like, I like that it's visible for others to see. And then I pretty much told him the same thing I had told Jared. I was like, well, it's over my heart for a reason. You guys are my daily reminder to constantly do all three of those things. And he got like a sad look on his face and he just reached over the table and held my hand and he was just like, I'm glad we're able to help you out in that way. He called me beautiful and then he winked at me and then I just left crying because I didn't expect that kind of... I've always been intimidated by Jensen, and if you've gone to cons before, it's almost been impossible in the past to talk to Jensen, just because, like, if you go to ask him a question or a request or something, his handlers just go like, nope, like, you're not allowed to talk to Jensen. It's been like that, but I don't know if it's because now they don't sell individual autographs anymore, that the boys have more time, or what it is, but his handlers were like hanging back. They were just listening. They were having conversations amongst themselves. They were letting Jensen do his thing. So I was really taken by surprise by that. So, and then I did my autos with Jared. I apologized for the amount of photos we took, and he was like, no, you and me can take as many photos as we want. And I'm just like, don't tell me this. Don't tell me this. I don't want to be that person. But yeah, I didn't leave Jared's autos crying. I left his ops crying. So I bought 3 with him. And then there's a 4th, which, yeah. So this was my first photo with him, which is this one I had him sign. My hero is 6'4" and wears a beanie, always keep fighting. And that's my beanie. That's this one that he's wearing. I was like, do you mind wearing my beanie? And he read the sign and he was like, give it to me. He put it on, and it's funny watching him put on a beanie because he pretty much put his entire face in here and then adjusted it. But like that one, I had to get one of just me hugging him because I can't not. And then I got that one, which that one almost made me die because he pulled, our hands were further apart, and then he pulled my hands in closer toward him. This photo, this last one, I was leaving. We did this one. I said thank you. I said thank you to Chris, and I started walking away, and then I'm being told don't go anywhere. But I'm done. Why do I need it? I was thinking that something was wrong with one of the photos and we had to retake them. But then I look in the corner and I see Jared, Elle, and one of the volunteers huddled together. And I'm like, what's happening? Jared comes over, grabs me, brings me back in, and I'm still like, what is happening? And the volunteer comes, takes my stuff. And Jared is like grabbing me by the shoulders and he's like ducked down a little bit. And I'm like, I'm looking at this man going, am I not short enough for you? Why do I need to duck down? So he's like, just duck down. So I'm letting him do whatever he wants. And then Elle is standing off to the corners. I'm not paying attention to her. I'm paying attention to the tree. And all of a sudden I feel him grab my hair and move it behind my ear. And I'm like, what is happening? The next thing I know, they have 2 faces like right here. So my face in this is a mixture of pure happiness, confusion, fear. But yeah, that happened. Stupid glare. So yeah, that was not planned. It was an amazing con. It was an amazing con. Planning Vancouver next year. Vancouver is on my birthday. October 21st is Sunday, so I am hardcore determined to get hugs from that one on my birthday, because in reality, you can get me a vacation, you can buy me a house, you can pay all my bills, all awesome, amazing gifts, or, you know, gestures that people could do for me. But if I could just get a hug from Jared Padalecki on my birthday, best gift I could ask for. Best gift I could ask for is being able to see and hug that man. That, I know some people think that sounds like a fangirlish thing, like, but it's not, at least not for me. Yeah, he means a lot more to me than, you know, than that. So it's not like, oh my god, Jared Padalecki, I need to hug him, like, oh my god. No, it's I just getting to hug him on my birthday. I mean, hugging him in general is amazing, but hugging him on my birthday, like, I've made it another year with his help. To me, in my head, it's just something that I need to happen for me. I don't know, we'll see. We're planning it. I'm figuring out the financial end of it. I'm figuring it out, but that's pretty much it. Oh, that's not it. I left photo ops crying and sobbing, telling Elle I hated her for that last one. And they were doing auctions when I walked back into the room. And they were auctioning off a Jared banner. Yeah. I didn't expect to win. I just threw out my highest that I would go, and the next thing I know, I hear sold, and I'm like, what? It's giant. So I am gonna stop for a second and go unroll it, because it's a big one. It's a big one. It doesn't even fit in the frame. Yeah, it doesn't even fit on my bed. It's like the same size as my bed. So yeah, I bought the banner, and he personalized it to me. So he wrote my name and he signed it, and yeah. I have no clue where I'm gonna put this. Right now it's just rolled up and in my hallway. I don't have anywhere to put it. Yeah, I'll figure it out, but that was cool. I love this. A lot cheaper than I thought. It went a lot more expensive when they sold this exact banner last year. So yeah. But there's this monster of a thing. That's it. That is all of the con stuff that I got. Excuse me. That's pretty much all the con stuff I got. Thank you for watching this incredibly long video. I apologize, these always seem to run long, but I've got a lot to say. But thank you guys for watching. Did you guys go to San Francisco Con? If so, leave a message or a comment down below. I want to hear about your experiences. Did you go to any cons this year? If so, let me hear your experiences. I love hearing other people's con stories. I love seeing everyone's photo ops. So if you have any, send me a message or a link to your photos. I want to see them. And then, are you guys going to any cons next year? I am tentatively planning Vancouver. I'm pretty sure it's happening. As of now, Vancouver in 2018, Vegas in 2019. That's my plan, unless they come back to California. Then I will probably go to a California one and try to do Vegas as well. I don't know yet, but thanks for watching. Love you all. Always keep fighting, and I will see you guys later. Bye.